So, this is a video a play. It's not a playthrough. It's just a play along. But I'm not actually the one playing. It's not that I don't know how to play it. I've actually been playing it for a while. Of whatever the thumbnail actually says, BIOMUTANT. It's actually a good game. The game actually has a fun story, amazing mechanics. The art style is actually pretty cool. Graphics are pretty good too. And just good old basically nonsense humor in it. And just it's the small things basically that for me personally that actually make this game pop out. But there's a lot of heart into it, honestly. And it's one of those very few, especially nowadays, a full, thought out, polished, good game. And it actually does make you think on a lot of things. My cousin was here earlier today. Like myself, he's a gamer, a big PC nerd, and he wanted to check it out. And I said, "Yeah, go for it, play." This is basically him playing it for the first time, and he picked out basically his class and everything. Uh, you can basically find out when if you want to play that game if you haven't. But basically, it picks out his class and everything, and it's literally from the beginning. I cut this basically video because it's about an hour, so I cut it in a couple parts. So the next few parts, when I basically work on it and splice it, I'll have it basically put on the next upload. Enjoy.
And got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Can you turn that down more? Oh shit! Oh shit. What was it? We got Panther Shoes, okay. Okay, then you got a fairy. Oh, I want it. So depending on what combat style you pick, like the one I picked is...
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
There's literally a move where it's like the people's pile driver, and you kick them, they fly. You know how Lee took on Gara? The Lotus thing, basically, where he spins around and comes? You have a move basically just like that. Oh, like, oh my god, I'm fucking flying free. Let's go.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
You look pretty like Dragon Ball.
No, I was gonna say.
I got a charging flash. That looks like one. Ah!
Sharp steel.
If you time your dodge, I think correctly, it slows down everything. You're not watching, just turn it off. Okay, close the door, okay? What do you think so far? Oh, you can
Kind of weapon special package. Nice. Oh, okay. Nice. Nice.
So the first time we were looking at that, I was like, that looks cool. I don't know what that is. I'm confused.
We're on the last round. Don't we have fun? We're on the last.
Oh, look.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
What the hell is that thing? Comfort to parry enemy attack.
Right in the face.
Yeah, see, when you parry,
Oh my god, that's so sick.
a lot of this.
Okay, this glass is sick.
It is. I'm thinking about changing mine.
You got
That's Poochie.
like soup.
That's what it looks like. Looks like loot. Oh, it's point. Okay, it's a ash. Cereal. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing. It's kind of cool. I love crafting in games like.
Me too. Recently playing. I just discovered dungeon for the first time.
What part? Is it after you leave the mother's whatever? Spoiler alert, by the way. Yeah. You play it a few I would still play it right now. I'll buy it and play it all over again. That's how much fun I had. Oh yeah, bro, I'm not kidding. I actually still want to play it again on the new Plus.
Hack and slash.
Yeah, it's
Good
fun.
hit.
It does look like one. I love my hand-to-hand combat, don't get me wrong. Every punch I do, it does electric damage.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my Gauntlet Fist can do electric damage. It started out like that too. This actually looks like fun.
It's really cool.
Yeah, the game actually has like really neat mechanics. Like even the looting and everything, it's fast. Yeah.
Tricks. I love this piece of light.
You like it?
I like it a lot.
It's smooth, isn't it?
It's really big too compared to like.
I know. That's what I was thinking too.
What the?
It's available on Epic Games too.
Oh, yeah. It's on Steam too.
Pick on Steam. We played Phasmophobia yet?
Hell no.
Why?
Keep my pants on.
Seriously? Playing with one of my friends. Like it's not really that scary, or at least for me it isn't. I mean, I'm just saying, not making any fun of anybody. Just for him. Yeah. I'm making fun of you. Oh, you leveled? Okay. So at one game session, I forgot where we were. I think we were. Yeah, it was like a cabin on. Looks like a cabin because. It was me, my friend Boo Boo, and yeah, family, my other friend George. And I guess the poltergeist kind of showed himself or herself or something. Bro, dude, he ran so fast out of there, out of the house, and he's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I
Dude,
need
that
to fix
game is
this.
so. I've never played it, but I watch people play it online on Twitch.
My first gameplay. Bro, my first gameplay, I actually died, but all I saw was basically like this, basically
Some
hands
figure?
coming at you, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. It's intense, I'll give it that much. It wasn't scary though. Okay, I'm not making fun of anybody, I'm just saying.
What the hell are you?
But yeah, it's fun though. It is fun. It's just so funny though. But yeah, no, it was oh yeah, you can check out basically like what agility gives you and everything.
Yeah.
So before you want to add, if you want to, change and everything, or you just want to go with the full strength, it's up to you basically. That's what I like about it. I'll give you all the different things of which you need to do.
Right. You want to do
Faster than ever.
fast move?
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, this game has so much poured into it because you can see basically the story, and it doesn't take itself too seriously either. Because like the cutscenes, there's one cutscene that's freaking hilarious because it looks like a beaver, looks like Elvis. Guy, I'm not spoiling anything, but just if you're gonna play this game and get to that point, it's worth it. How do you like Horizon though so far?
Crazy, man.
Bro,
So intense.
like what? So you passed the proving ground, right?
Yeah, I'm
Oh, how'd you feel about boss?
yeah, that was crazy.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Wait, so have you met? You've talked to dude through your thing, right? Does he sound familiar to you? The wallet.
Hey, nothing.
So he's in the game. When I started playing, he started talking to the focus. I was like, Zavala? Damn it! Wrong game, bro. Look out of this game. What are you doing here?
That pipe
No, but-
looks weak.
No,
A
yeah, it
claw
was
bar
actually
should
good.
come in
The
handy.
new expansion that came out for it, it actually involved him. But yeah, I thought it was finish it. I wanted to finish in a new game plus. So
Whoa.
That. But yeah, no, dude. Oh my god, that game.
It's time to find a way out of this place.
So much-
No, really, I
there's
mean
so
it.
much heart poured into it, honestly.
It's really, really good.
Oh, government. No, I didn't even do that. I don't remember doing this. Cool.
Oh, so you never been through there?
The morks
Well,
produce
okay, I've been
biomatter
here.
in their
I didn't go
multi-organ
the
that
same
they
way you
shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being.
Anyway,
cool.
performing special attack, possible. Oh, it's shown.
When absorbed, including you.
That's just like your version of the rocket attack. It is, I swear. So like mine, literally, you push them up in the air like that too. But you grab them, you start spinning and slam them down.
Wow.
Material the life law, these points are... Oh, okay, so...
Are they?
Those are like special attacks.
Uh,
And yeah, you don't necessarily need to use all of them. If you want to save them, for example,
Other
on L, it's up to you. Yeah. I think I used them.
oh. Oh my.
Oh yeah, I used that one. That's actually what I got, and it actually does. So you move forward, but you also do an attack at the same time, and it works on the big guys too.
Russian.
Right?
Dude, it's so funny.
It finally came down. Told you, man. These things are freaking huge.
Dude,
They're huge.
is that what? Is that a 4K monitor?
14. Because none of these are 4K, but they're basically just about as close.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're all mine are 4K.
What's up? Good cusine? There? Upstairs.
Wait, what is? That's for. Oh shit.
Alright. So what do you go if it's actually next to your, well, you know.
You need help?
Are you sure? That's the future plan.
Or something?
Oh yeah, so this gear and everything, if you get better gear, you can change it. Actually, you can mod that up too. Yeah, that's good. And, oh, your weapons to upgrade your weapons. My personal playthrough, the way I usually do, especially in these kind of games, I'll try to save all the materials. Most of the materials anyway, so I can modify the weapon, especially with weapons. This does have a tier system on weapons. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, like
Common, uncommon.
Exactly. And if you get one that you like, that one modded up.
Oh, so you can make it like a legendary, basically.
Yeah. And even the materials that you get, they come in different tiers.
How long did these last for?
You know?
Hey, never mind. Not do anything with it? I don't understand.
Well, no. So this is a consumable. So
Oh, so from
basically, yeah,
material?
yeah. No, you just eat like when you eat to heal up. You can actually use them to eat, and I think some basically just modify it. You can modify your attacks. He even actually gets the backstory too. Cricket. I love these A40s.
What?
The A40s. I need to get like
The wired one?
yeah.
I have 850. Older version though.
So that's the thing. That's the one thing I actually.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom.
But I like
But
this.
was it too late? It is only from the flight
you can
logs
literally
of the
control it,
single
and
ark
especially
they
if
left
you use,
behind that we
optical.
know other
So I'm
arks
using,
traveled through the
a little
sky
adapter.
and
You can also
beyond.
use optical, 'cause
It
the
seems those
multi
that
ones
came
don't have
before
optical.
us never lost hope in
how are you
finding a
capturing?
new home
Yeah.
for
got
their
it.
kind.
Yeah. Oh, it's right here behind me. Switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The plus. I was gonna get the 4K one, but 4K. One point.
I think I have the one that does 1080.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much what it is, honestly. It's pretty sharp though. The gameplay I basically captured on here, pretty good. Oh yeah, so you're supposed to match it, but you only have a certain amount of move that for the knobs.
Am I supposed to match? Supposed to match the yellow?
Yeah, yellow is white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But remember, keep an eye on basically your movesets. How many moves you have. Also, basically, just give you a certain amount of reward.
There are few records of the
or
chain of
those things,
events that
basically.
led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol
so far?
Corporation would make its mark on
do
the
you think?
world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they
This
made
is how we
the
fuck up
big
the planet.
mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming
Yeah.
that it would sink and decay with time. And
It's
they
good,
were
actually.
right.
I like it. Like I
But
said,
no
the
one
story-
was
I haven't finished the
prepared
game.
for what
The
was
story
about
so
to
far, though,
unfold.
it's
Once
got a
in the
lot of heart
surf,
into
the
it.
radiation interfered with the
It got
genetics of the
comedy,
wildlife and created
it's
bizarre
intense,
mutations
and,
in their offspring. It had an inconceivable
tugs on the
impact on
heartstrings, too.
biodiversity
Like I
and the
said, it has
entire
all of it, and even
ecosystem.
though
The
some parts
world
of it
as
are
they
cartoony and
knew it
everything, but
crumbled as
not that,
nature
graphics alone
retaliated.
isn't
It would
so
never
bad
be the
either,
same
but
again,
it
and
has,
what remained of
the-
it
all the
became
elements that basically
ours.
make the game kind of draw you into it, like what's gonna happen next.
Far so good.
And it has the element to where your choice
The sound of
actually
spark metal going
have an
pew
effect
pew
on
is
the
never
story
a good thing.
is
It's coming from behind
moves
that door.
forward. Yeah.
A warning label.
Good now?
The
still don't
box
have a
looks
bathroom,
like
though,
a
just so you know.
potential brain melt.
I'll get you. Well, no. So that room over there, we're gonna turn it into a restroom, but on. Want to sit here? No, that room over there. It's basically, yeah, it's kitchen, but the room, the dark one, is it?
Oh,
It looks like a torture room, basically.
yeah.
Dude, the floor is red. It's like, huh? They prepared the room already. It's red.
Nothing simple.
Yeah.
Need the
most
right
of
key?
them are. But I covered that one. It's like, I don't want freaking anybody looking down.
It's
like,
going to take a bit of
what are you
puzzling to
doing?
short circuit the door.
Oh, you're nice. I like it.
I know, right?
Oh, is it? If it's mine?
Huh?
Oh, if you see mine, you'll be like,
There you go.
you know how big mine is?
Oh yeah, actually,
Yeah.
the case I was gonna get a Corsair case, but I ended up getting this
That
one.
sounds nice.
Yeah. It's like a
That's
cheap version of yours.
The clear,
Huh?
It's a cheap version of yours.
It's better. Mine, I don't like mine. Better.
No, but yeah, so like I said, the CPU is 5950. This is like well, it's actually an AMD graphics card.
Mounted on a cart?
What is?
The case?
Oh, yeah. So just to kind of let it breathe.
Oh,
So yeah, it's a card, and I put these basically on them like little donuts, so it won't move. And I have the fans basically pushing downwards because
Right.
obviously, yeah.
yeah, it's
Oh, it's good.
Radeon.
Yeah, the AMD ones. I
Really?
wanted to
You
get.
don't like,
can't find it.
Yeah,
Sold out. Everywhere.
really?
For like 6
and more longer than that, remember?
or
Yeah.
yeah, almost a year now. Yeah.
Like,
Everyone's been buying it on used bots. They buy out all the stock and they sell triple.
at Micro Center, they'll wait in line and get a ticket, like a raffle ticket,
Yeah.
and they're guaranteed to buy one. So people basically just throw it right there.
The wheeled one is outnumbered.
There's,
You'd better help him
whatever
out.
Inventories. It's crazy. Depending on what graphics card you have, yeah, you should probably make money off it. Right now, everything I bought it over time. Like I said, the fans I got lucky. I told you about the fans, right?
Oh my god!
Yeah, so yeah, I told you about what I told you about the fans. I still have 2 fans extra right now. The 2 fans from Lizzie and the 3 fans from Corsair. I took them off and I just used the yeah. So these are 3 fans. Yeah. Oh, the cool thing about them, so they click together. The daisy chain, I told you.
That's the
And you can
last of
control them
them.
basically
Let's
with
talk to the
software here.
wheeled one before backup
Oh yeah,
arrives.
pick that thing. And you can control the speeds. You can also change the colors, the patterns, whatever you want. Yeah, you can literally like this. If you want them, I still got 2 extra fans. Because the speeds on these, they like can be standard fans. These usually go like, I think like almost 10 speed or more. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Oh my god, I got lucky. 4 boxes. Would have been $400. I ended up paying
Kim
200
Hobe
and something.
Bekuko Hifar Muk.
He wants to thank you for taking his side
Where's
against
the
the
art?
scavengers.
Huh?
He sounds familiar. You just
Well,
can't
no, I
figure
changed the
out
prompt so you can
why.
play.
Tuloya. Uto Lula.
He presents
Yeah,
himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
No,
Ayamu Maya.
He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize
no,
him. You were
so
just
when
a
I turned them
child
around so
back
they can
then.
all be kind of
Tonight,
coming
everything
together.
changed.
I wanted to be closer, but I didn't realize that when I
There have
panned
been
them together,
rumors of
I
a
had to tilt them
one-eyed
too.
Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's
I know,
true.
I need to get me that so bad. This
The
is hurting me.
legend of the one-eyed child that
Last
grew
video
up
I
as
did-
an
I did with this hair.
outcast is old
I just look
and
weird, basically
sad.
just kind of sitting down like this and
The
everything.
child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
No.
There's no doubt
here.
you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Mooma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Toledrea. Ya Maoloa.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have.
Yundulua Tula.
It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Mooma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Momombusu?
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Yeah, why? Right here.